Shalom, family. Yes, this is your brother Dana, and I'm coming to you from the city of Atlanta. Hey, family, I want to take a few minutes here to share a little bit more about who I was before you began to see my face up here on social media, and who I still am when you don't see my face up here on social media, proclaiming this truth that you, my black brothers and sisters, are the true chosen people of the Most High Yah. And how my 29 years in Chicago led me up to where I am today. And then One Love Kings, I want to share with you. Those of you who have been following me may be aware that my journey began in March of 1994, a month after my parents dropped me off at Moody Bible Institute in downtown Chicago, where I was pursuing my degree in youth ministry, so I could take that back to the northern wilderness of Minnesota to be a camp director during the summer for summer Bible camp. I love the wilderness. I love sitting around the campfire and playing my guitar. But in March of 1994, while coming back from a church service on the west side of Chicago, an all-black community, I encountered a beating from 5 young men whose words, "Welcome to racism," went through my heart and my spirit to stick into the depths of my soul, that transformed my life. The pain I felt from those words, "Welcome to racism," caused me a few months later to drop to my knees and ask the Most High Yah to forgive me and my forefathers, just like Nehemiah did, for everything we have done, and leaving you, my black family, in a place of disarray and disgrace as we've broken down everything about you. And that the Most High Yah would use me like he did Nehemiah to serve him, to rebuild any way he would call me to rebuild. And I tell you what, family, those 29 years has been a journey. But a journey, I hope I would say I would go on again, hasn't been the most pleasant. But when you make a vow and a promise to the Most High Yah, doesn't matter how painful it can get. Wanted to live up to my promise. And so in May of 1994, this inner city church hired me to be a youth pastor. And what I did is I took this old fellowship hall and I put some basketball rims in it. And because there was really no young people at the church, I began to walk the streets to invite the young men to the church to play basketball, then in hopes to have a Bible study with them. And so in doing so, I would walk the streets 5 to 7 nights a week. Not just to invite the young people to the church, not just to build relationships with them, but to secretly pray over them. Because I believed that they were men of value, and not what we would just call a worthless gang member or drug dealer. And I tell you what, family, I learned so much. I remember one of the times when I asked Q-Tip, "Come on, bro, when are you going to come to the church?" And he finally says, he's like, "Rev, you just don't get it." He says, we appreciate you being out here with us, but you don't get it. What it takes for us to go to your church, what we have to walk through to get there. And he says, shouldn't you be like Jesus, bringing it to us where we're at? Several months later, after that conversation, I started Godly Street Talk, where a local coffee shop right there on the corner allowed us to gather Thursday nights for 2 hours. And after 3 to 4 years of meeting, a good 30 men would walk into Godly Street Talk on a weekly basis, where we would sit and talk. During that time, I heard the pain. I heard the loss, the regrets, the depression, and the hopelessness. I also learned what was missing in their lives. Unfortunately, some of those relationships led me to the juvenile detention center, where for 13 years I had the privilege of working with the young people there through the Victim Impact Panel, where almost 7,000 youth a year I was able to sit down and have a godly street talk. Some of those young people then led me to Cook County Jail, where for 18 years I had the privilege of going right into their day room, where the guards would pop their cells doors and we'd sit around 3 to 4 days a week and have a form of godly street talk. There again, I learned, I was humbled. They became my family, that for several years, when I celebrated the holidays, I wouldn't go home with my blood family, but I would stay in Chicago with my family in Division 10, maximum security, floor 2B. All of that taught me and made me who I am today. All of those things I just mentioned to you were volunteer. Well, except the church. After 10 years of being a youth pastor there, they increased my monthly salary to $183. But see, I told the Most High Yah that I would serve him in any way, shape, or form. And I had to live up to that promise. And I pray that the Most High Yah, now that I've left Chicago, looked at those years and said, "My son, well done." So now I'm in Atlanta. And I know I've been called down here specifically and for other purposes. And one of them is One Love Mentoring Program. Got it all written here. All those things that I learned through all these years from the very young men the Most High Yah has called me to serve, I have put it all together here to create a mentoring program. Founded off of even the African proverb that it takes a village, because I learned the missing pieces of the village in these young men's lives that are crucial in their success. And try to put those things together in a mentoring program. Because see, in the purity of a gang, there's incredible power. It's just the fruit that they are producing is not good. But I want to take that concept make it good so that the fruit in the lives of these young men will be for good. And that is my One Love mentoring program called One Love Kings. Our slogan is, "You're more than a man, you're a king." But unfortunately, most of the schools that need this type of mentoring program are schools that don't have the finances for it. In the past, I have done it on my own, but now I'm in a place where I need your help. And when I say I need your help, I am not asking anything in specific. But I need your help. I know that some of you out there in my family know how to write and help get a grant. I know some of you out there are incredible fundraisers. I know some of you out there may walk with those that have the financial surplus and are looking for a place where it can be used to help transform the lives of our precious chosen children. Since I've been here in Atlanta, I have wrestled with the Most High Yah to ask me to give me the confidence to be able to come before you and ask for your help, so that we can get this mentoring program starting off in one school where I've already met with the principal. And I know he would be doing a happy dance if I could call him up to tell him we as a family are coming to make this happen. Because see, this mentoring program is meant to meet our young men in mind, body, and soul. And so I want all of them to be able to have a nice t-shirt that they can wear. They will all get an ID, and there's a specific reason why they'll have this ID. Some of you may be able to come and help me by volunteering your time, mentor these young men. Some of you may be able to financially help support this to make it happen. But I have it all here. It's all here, all written down. And so if the Most High Yah, if the Ruach puts on your heart of any gift or talent that you have, resource that is needed for this to happen, please reach out to me. Because I am in a place where I cannot make this happen on my own. Nehemiah called others to join him. And that is what I'm doing. I'm calling my other brothers and sisters to join me so we can begin to make a change in the lives of our precious kings, our young kings. And in order to do that, I need your help, because ultimately I will say this too. I can help teach somebody to be a man, but I cannot truly help a young black man know how to be a black man. But if I can be a life preserver to help keep our young men afloat until you, my Hebrew brothers, come in, then that's what I will do. I appreciate your time. I pray that you will see the sincerity of my heart and the passion that the Most High Yah has given me. But I do need your help. I just cannot do this on my own. And so if the Most High Yah is touching your heart to do so, I'll put my information down below, my email address, the website. Please reach out to me. And together, let's change and touch some hearts of the Most High Yah's precious chosen children. Shalom, family.